Right, so this is where we're at. Got me match down, and originally what I was going to do was start on the radiator, simply because there's no toilet in the way. I can get down, fit it nice and easy, but I'm going to have to struggle a little bit because I forgot I was doing a radiator upstairs and I haven't bought that radiator, and if I'm going to drain down I want to do both radiators at the same time. So I'm going to start on the toilet here first and then do the basin, and then probably going to cut down this door. This door needs trimming down, put some accessories up for today, and then I'm going to come back and do the rads all together. So, and hopefully by then Sean can come do some siliconing for me. Whoa, nearly cracked on again, didn't I? So when second fixing this toilet, what I like to do is start on the button, especially as I've kept a load of bits in there that we need. So the only reason being, I used to put the pan in first, and then when you cut this, what happens is sometimes you get a bit of a grout and a decent, it kind of drops down in the little gap at the back here, and even when you get the hoover in there, it's just all behind there, and I don't like it. So I do this first now. Just even if you don't want to second fix the plate, just cut that bit first. And another tip as well, if you've got like ceramic tiles, especially like matte ones like this, when you're cutting it with your knife, so when you're going like that, sometimes you have to be really careful because you can catch the bit of metal on like the edge of the tile there, and it'll put like a mark on the tile. So what I'm gonna do is just quickly, like I've got a bit of this, so always keep a bit of masking tape in the van. I'm just gonna run a bit of masking tape around like that, and then that'll just in case I by accident it's gonna hit this rather than the tile, and I know it's absolutely perfect. You can see there, I've cut that off. What you want is a nice sharp blade. Make sure you get a nice sharp blade. Don't go in there with a blunt knife. You can see I sort of nicked that little bit there, but it's hit the masking tape on the tile, so get all these little bits up. All safe and sound. Nothing else there. Lovely. So that's done. You see all these bits, all these bits and pieces. So they've all fallen down there, not behind that little gap there. So that's why I do it. So it looks good. Right, so we're gonna get this out of the box. Now, as you can see, hello. As you can see out of there, that Grohe logo there is that way up. This was a firm favourite on old Instagram when I first brought it to the nation. So that's obviously gonna be the wrong way up. So I'm gonna show you how to change that. So on the back here, see that little tab there and that little tab there, try and focus this. What you need to do is get both fingers, pull that back, then that comes loose. So, and then when it's like that, you can put it back round the right way, clip this side in first, make sure that's down, hold it with both hands, let it go, make sure it's clipped on like that. There you go. That is now clipped in and is the right way round. And now I've showed you that, you'll see loads of these that are not the right way round, all around the world. So we want this thing to be that way up. These little tabs, these guys are on the right hand side and not the left hand side, otherwise it's going to be upside down. Pop that on there, and then as you can see, what you're going to do here, you just get your screws, this little pack of screws, just pop them in there. So when you're pushing this hose onto this little tip, what I like to do is push the button in first. I hold the button in and then I slide that hose on there, and then once that's like so, from left there and to right, and that's on there. Lovely. Let's go and prep all this. I'm going to prep this cable. So these are the bits. Box. Got a little flexi, which I'm hoping is going to fit. Got our flex plug, which is what I used for this. Did the joiner, so 2 of these spare. That's the pad. It's going to go on there like so. And then this is what we're going to follow religiously. It's become a little rubbish box now. Rubbish box. And then like so. Leave that one for me because it stinks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with that electrical connection on the end there. So I'll just get this box out. This is one side, plug in the top. It's the computer of the toilet. This is what I was after. I can go over there. That's the remote control. I can go down there. Instructions. Always make sure there's nothing left in the box. And then chuck it all away. So, just let one know. Under there, that's that plug. So when I am done, it's just gonna plug straight in there. So I'm just gonna turn the water off now. That was off. Straighten that down. And we can take this out. So this weren't a bad bit first fixing, was it? Look, you see as that's wound in there. Now that chrome bit that I'll put in is pretty much flush with the tiles, which is absolutely perfect. Because I'm gonna unwind that and screw that in there. Now, what I'm worried about is normally it says to put it on the right hand side, but because this is a little bit lower down than what it should be, I think it should be about there. I'm just praying that this is gonna fit onto this. So we'll see, because this will be it'll probably about that height, which is about there. So it means, oh, it might be alright. We might be alright. We shall see. We shall see. But let's get this done anyway. So I'm going to use these, the Nipex Ergo Strip. They're perfect. Got a pair of cutters there. And then I'm going to get some terminal screwdrivers out of the van. So this is the Ergo Strip. Works really well. I haven't seen these. I think the hardest thing about this is just remembering that when you unscrew that, it goes on first. This unscrews. Oh. There's like a little washer in there, you don't want to lose that. It goes around like so. Just screw that on for a minute. Now this bit of cable wants to be 300mm, but because it's loose behind it, I have a little bit of play, so I can push that back to however long I want it. So now that's in there, that's through. I'm going to wire this in, so they will just go in on there like that. Just follow the book, it shows you which ones is the live, neutral and earth. So in this case it is, that's the earth, that's the live, and that's the neutral. So just got to marry that up. So I'm just going to keep this nice and short because you don't want to have any of them cables exposed. So just going to trim them down a little bit. That's done. just about. Right, let's catch some excess water out of this. Right, so now that's finally stopped running. Remember when I made that in with Loctite, but the actual extension's made in with the Loctite 55, well, the liquid PTFE, so we say. So hopefully when I turn this, this will turn before that back bit does. Which it does, look. That's nice and flush there. You can see that it's just gonna wind into there, like so. And then because I'm not sure about this flexi, see normally you'd set it in so it's just like that, but I'm not gonna do that yet because it might be there, or might, you know, it might be just a little bit. I need it up a little bit more just to nick that extra millimeter, or I don't know. I've got to figure it out. So. But I just wanted to show you that, and obviously don't forget that goes on there like so first before you wind it in. Right, now determining the length of the pan connector and the flush pipe. Got my pan out. Now you notice with the Grohe frames that the pan connector is actually really short. I don't know why they don't just make it about that much longer, and I swear that will fit pretty much every toilet, but because they obviously do it to reduce plastic waste or whatever, but the amount of times with different pans where this finishes about here, you need a longer one of these. I just don't know why they don't just make it a little bit longer. But hey, as you can see, when you push that on there, remember, I cannot say this enough, silicone grease is your friend. Do not, anytime you've got a rubber, do not try and push it in dry. Nice and firm. Now they're pushed in. What I'm going to do, this level is going to represent our wall. Of course, trying to do everything one-handed. Put a little line there. That represents the back of our wall. Do the same for the flush pipe. That there. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to the wall. We'll take our little split rule. Makes life a bit easier. We're going to come in here and don't know if you can see that groove. Bloody hell, see that groove there? You can just see it there in that corner. So what we do, get this. I just like this because it's got a flat edge. Look, see, it stops. We can just eye it up. So what is that? 95. Or if you're not sure, so you can use your level. Well, so yeah, look, 95. Do the same for that. So 69. What I like to do, so I don't forget, is here, this top one. So 69, and told you I've forgotten already. 95, and I write that down there just because, like, you just see me forget it literally. So this bottom one was 95. So there's our permanent marker line there. So will it be long enough? No, it won't. See that? So look, that's 80 millimeters. Now it's good for YouTube because I can show you how to get around that. Because look, that wants to finish there. I told you, didn't I? Look, I said if they make that much longer, it'll fit most pans. But for some reason, they manufacture it that big. It's just utterly ridiculous. This one always tends to be all right. And just a little smidge. They've got this size correct. So what was that? 69. Look, told you. Look, about there. So I need to cut a smidge off that. This, I swear that this is always long enough. This is always too short. Now let me show you what you need to do if this is too short, like it is in this case. you get yourself one of these. An NWC Con 2B. Pull that off, don't need that. And you see what's happened here. Ta-da! So we're just going to do that again. So you just push that on there. So you get that there. It's nicer with a carbon one, you can mark it a bit easier. Little mark on there. So that's that. So that's our mark there. And then obviously do the same for this. I've got to cut the tiniest amount on there. What is it, 60, 69, wasn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to cut about 4 or 5 mil off that. Literally just the end. And cut that, and then chamfer. See, look, they come with a chamfer. You want the same thing. You want to chamfer that back, and we can push that in, and it's good to go. Just cut it nice and straight. I've got a Metabo saw that I use. Makes life nice and easy. No idea what the code is for that, but pretty much you search Metabo recip saw, you'll find that, or I'll put the product links in the video. And I use this to chamfer it off with. There we go, that's a CC18 LTX BL. So I'll just run that round. I'll chamfer the edge off. Now, it is extremely important that you chamfer the edge of this. Do you know what? I've had people that they don't grease that up. They don't grease that up, and then they don't chamfer that. And then what happens? They like try and push it in. And they go, and then they push it. And see on the flush pipe here, see it's in that little groove. I've seen people actually force it so much that they've pushed this flush pipe like back. And then it's a disaster because you'll get your like hands in there and try and bend it like up and clip it back in again. So it is extremely important that you chamfer these edges. So, and you grease this up. Oh, hello. What the hell? What's happened there? That normally fits. What the hell? Hang on a minute. Is this a cast iron one? Let's get a bit bloody cast iron one, isn't it? I've picked up one off of the shelf. Oh, it's a cast iron one. I forgot I had that. Do not use this one. This one's meant for cast iron. Oh, so I've got to go screw fix now, or somewhere I'm going to go and get the proper size one. Oh, what a wombat. It's the same concept, you just don't have the cast iron one. Cast iron one, as you can see, is a bit smaller. Look. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh well, real life plumbing for you. Thought I was all prepared. Obviously not. Right, change of plan. I've wound that in. I've just done it with a bit of Loctite 55 rather than liquid PTFE, simply because I want to get this water turned back on. So I've just turned that off there. And obviously if you do liquid PTFE, once that stays there, it sets there. Whereas Loctite, I can just twist that. Got that up slightly. So I'll see if I can get away with that. If not, I can twist that round a little bit more. But I'm gonna get that on. I'm gonna get these valves cut in here. I'm so annoyed about the power connector. Because I need to get upstairs I need to get a 600 double radiator as well. So I'm gonna go and pick that up. I thought Screwfix would stock that power connector, but they don't, it's next day. So I'm gonna see if there's little independent merchants where I am and see if I can find one. I have a little ring round in a minute. I don't know this area too well. So annoying, so I want to get this done today. Right, so I valved that off. Now don't come at me with the tiling. Listen, at the end of the day, this is real life, right? I tried to get this organised with a tiler, Jacob, who I normally use. He's literally on holiday now. So he rang around. This guy was going on holiday and he'd done me a massive favour. He managed to just slot me in before I went away. So he had a day and a bit to get this done before he went away. He got this done, and this guy apparently doesn't have a hole saw. So he's had to notch cut that out. Listen, it's not the end of the world. My customers are over the moon with this job. They're really happy. We're gonna have a vanity basin going over there. That's it, it's not the end of the world. Now, I've cut these valves in. That's it, got a 3/8 thread on the top there. And that's because this hand's got a tap. These ones here that I fit everywhere, my merchant stocks this. These are just in. You can't unwind these. That's how they're made in. And that is a 3/8 thread. That's what they come with. I actually prefer these because they're just easier to get through the little hole on the basin and stuff like that. Quite a long flexi, as you can see. But I know for a fact, just for experience, that when I put that basin tap on there, they're gonna screw straight onto there nice and easily. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get this basin plumbed in, done, fixed to the wall, the whole job. I'm gonna get the brackets put in for that radiator, just get them on, and I'm gonna hang that rad, but I'm not gonna plumb it in because I've got to drain down the whole system. Then by the end of today, I'm gonna see if I can get this door shaved down. If not, then I'm gonna come back, then I'm gonna drain down the system. I've got a radiator to fit upstairs. I can get that connected up. I can get that toilet connected up. I will be good to go. And hopefully by then, Sean, my lovely silicone man, will get back to me because I've been unorganised again, and see if we can slot me in. See if we can come silicone all of this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do it. I don't want to do it. I hate silicone and can't be asked. Can do it, but when you get Sean in, it's just magical. Just nice to watch. So, got that on. Screwed this little handle on. Got it all nice and level. Screwed some screws through there. So, just tying this tap on here. Now normally if you watched my other YouTube episodes, I'd say normally you'd like probably do the silicone vid and put your tap in afterwards, but because the tap is side on here, it's very easy to get silicone gun across there. So I've decided to put it on first in this case. But what I thought I'd show you is how to make a basin waste up, because I reckon there's a few people that don't know, or they get leaks and problems. So this is how I've always done it, and I've never ever had a problem. So I don't intend on changing it. Don't need basin mates and all the rest of it. This just does me a treat. Now, one thing I will say is this is a very good basin waste made by Crosswater. And what I love about it is it's just this bit here. On some of the cheaper wastes, you'll have like a brass bit that's in there, and that especially seems to get stuck, especially if you've got something like this, which is just the wash hand basin. You're never really gonna have the plug in because you're just washing your hands. So what tends to happen over the years is it gets a bit scaled up and it gets blocked, and then someone accidentally knocks it down when they're cleaning, and then I go round and have to unblock, basically lift it back up again and get it out for them because it's got stuck shut. So make sure that you're just paying out for just a slightly better waste. Like I said, this is a Crosswater one. I believe McAlpine have brought out one now that's very good. Now, as you can see here, this is a slotted basin waste. Ooh, little slot there, ooh. And that's because that overflow there, you can see the water fills up, goes down this hole. See this little groove here, comes through here and then goes down the drain. So this is a slotted waste. So you need a slotted waste. Now, another reason I like these is because this is both slotted and unslotted through their clever designs. You can't go wrong. So I thought I'd show you how I'm gonna make this up. So I'm gonna get a bit of clear CT1. What I'm gonna do is just little smidges all the way around. Why am I doing little smidges? Because this washer here, and put that in there, it kind of just sticks it to it and basically isn't going to fall off or go anywhere. Now that one's done, I'm going to do another lovely little bit. This one I'm going to take my time with a bit more, so just make it the nice same sort of consistency all the way around. Oh lovely, there we go, baby. Now on this one, see it comes with this. So it comes with this washer. I never use these washers. Chuck them. Get a bit of silicone, CT1, whatever you want to use. Just bang that all around there. Got a bit of an air bubble in that. See now, this one I'm just going to go a little bit more. I'm going to go a little bit around the edge. Basically, kind of just making it up, look like plumber's mate. hate plumbers, mate, though. That's like putty. Can you see that? Hope you can. Ah! That goes in there like so. Now, this one's really nice. It just comes with like a little Allen key screw. So it's nice and easy. So I'm gonna splosh that in there. Be careful not to wiggle it about too much. Oh yeah, ooh. I've just pushed that in that hole and it's just oozed out everywhere. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna put my little screw through, like so. Then I'm gonna put this on this side. Try and line it up. There we go, I'm in. Give a little twister mondo. Make sure it's threaded on a little bit, which it has. Now I'm gonna push that on like that. And I'm gonna get my Allen key and do this up. Oh, it fell off. I'm not gonna panic, it fell off. I'm just doing this up now. I've got a little bit sticking through here, might be able to just, that's it, a lot quicker. Pull that through. Come on. There we go. That's stuck through. Now I'm going to give it a good tighten up. Nice and tight. Grohe. That's lovely. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make sure that's sort of in the middle, which it is. Lovely. And it's just a bit of fairy liquid, washing up liquid and a bit of water. I use this for soldering as well. And what you're gonna see me do, see that's all splurged out around the edge there. And give this a little spray. It decides to come through. There we go, got a bit camera shy. Give that a nice little spray like that. I'm gonna get my old wipes. In this case, I've got some big wipes today because they were in Selco's the other day. And then I'm gonna wipe this off. Watch how nice and easy this comes off once there's a bit of fairy liquid in there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh baby. I was doing this with 2 hands, it'd be a lot easier. Got my little pigs here with that. I don't care. And then we have it. That's me basin waste made in. So that's like that. Now what I'm gonna pop a bit of CT1 all around this edge. I'm gonna do a little smidge along the back, just a tiny bit. I'm gonna stick that on. Lally, all right? There we have it. Not often you don't have to cut this waste pipe. Just got an S-trap straight on there. That was nice. Turn this on. Oosh. And it oosh. Lovely stuff. Get a little test. Oh, hello. We will give this a full test, especially the overflow. That'll do. That's running away lovely, and then we'll give that a little flush there. That's its maximum test. No leaks there, drain away lovely. So that's that basin done. Lovely stuff. Nice little washout basin. Lovely stuff. Why? I'll tell you what, my camera's having a real mare focusing today. Bloody nightmare. You're rascal.